Mogul Motivation, educating and empowering entrepreneurs 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is for the aspiring entrepreneur who is trying to get over that hump and make things happen. This podcast is for anybody with a dream that wants to aspire higher and accomplish that dream. I only ask for two things. Number one, if you find anything beneficial in this episode, in this show, please pass it on to somebody in your network that may benefit from it as well. And number two, please leave a review. Let me know what you love about the content. Let me know what you would love to hear in the content in future episodes. Every single entrepreneur or aspiring entrepreneur that I talk with all have the same issue, or they had to overcome the same issue in the past, and those issues are all rooted in time and money. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you struggle with stretching your time to focus on your dreams because you have a 9-to-5 and you may have school and you might have a family as well that deserves your attention, that needs your attention. So by the time you have a few minutes to work on your business plan, you're too exhausted mentally and physically. You're drained to even focus and give your all to your business plan or your business if you started it. Then you have the issue of money, the lack of money. Contrary to what people say on social media and all these things about how you don't need any money to start a business. No, it's not the truth. The reality is, yeah, you can start a business with little to no money, but in order to scale up, in order to become successful, you're going to need more money, whether that comes through sales and revenue or outside investments from yourself or somebody that believes in you. Problem is, most people aren't going to believe in you, let alone invest in you, and your paycheck from your job is already spent before you get it. So it's always a ceiling on your paycheck. So where are the funds going to come from to grow your business, especially when you're a nobody? Nobody really knows who you are. Nobody knows what your brand is. It's a frustrating dynamic that aspiring entrepreneurs battle with to get out of the mud. It's a frustrating dynamic for full-time self-employed entrepreneurs as well. Yes, they may have the luxury of time, which is a huge benefit because time is the one thing we can never get back. Whenever you get a chance, go back and listen to the episode Timekeeper. However, it's still the issue with money, the lack of financing, the lack of funds to market better and grow sales, employ staff, and ultimately grow your business. The issues of time and the issues of money create a huge psychological strain on entrepreneurs. It makes us doubt ourselves. It makes us want to throw in the towel. It's demoralizing. Entrepreneurship is demoralizing. It's not all diamonds and gold, like people tell you in the media and on social media. But let me ask you this question. If somebody gave you the tools to dig a hole in the ground and they promised you that diamonds and gold were at the root of where you were digging, would you keep on digging? Almost all of us will say yes, but what happens when you've been digging for years and years and you have nothing but dirt on your hands? You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to put that shovel down and walk away. Ladies and gentlemen, motivation is the beginning. It's the start of your journey. Your business, the business idea that you have in your head, you were excited about it when you first envisioned it. When you saw the product in your head, you believed in it because you were motivated. You felt good. But what about when you don't feel good? What about when that vision in your head starts to seem impossible to reach and you struggle to find the time to work on your business or your business plan, or when you don't know where the money is going to come from? What about these moments in your entrepreneurial journey? It's easy to rely on motivation when you feel good, but when you don't feel good, you have to rely on discipline, ladies and gentlemen. Discipline is the direct result of your obsession with your goals. If you truly want to be a successful entrepreneur, regardless of how much time your 9-to-5 takes away, regardless of how much time you have to dedicate to your family first, regardless of how little your bank account is, you will have the self-discipline to keep going. You will continue to motivate yourself even when you don't want to be motivated. You're going to have to keep digging and digging and digging despite how much time has passed, despite how weary you may be physically and psychologically, because you believe that the diamonds and gold you saw in your head is on the other side. It's better to keep digging inch by inch, moving towards your goals, opposed to quit digging and you were just an inch away from reaching your goals. You never know how close you are, so that's why you have to keep digging. Motivation is the start of your entrepreneurial journey, but discipline is what carries us through that journey. Mogulism is a form of discipline because even when we don't feel like it, even when we feel like giving up, we get things done anyway. It's been plenty of weeks where I didn't want to record Mogul Motivation, but I did it anyway. It's been plenty of times I wanted to throw in the towel on my business, but I kept going anyway because my obsession with the end product disciplined me to keep doing it. It's tragic to put in all of this work and give yourself all of these promises and you quit. Don't matter how many years it takes you to reach your goals, you have to keep digging anyway, even when you don't feel like it. So that's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. And never forget that motivation may be the initial push, but discipline is the fuel that's going to keep us going, even when we don't feel like pushing on, even when we don't feel like digging. So let's make it happen. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you next week.